like to vlog about crypto. Every day this week, I've been breaking down one crypto white paper. And in all of these videos, I tell you why. So I'm like, should I keep saying it? What if somebody's binging my videos? Are they tired of hearing the same shit every time? So let's see. Yeah, I'm a rapper. I'm on Spotify, R39INALD. I think this information is in the descriptions. So do I really have to go over all this? Let's see. So yeah, my central thesis is that in order to get rich from crypto, you got to read these white papers. Why do you have to read these white papers? Because in order to tell a good crypto from a bad crypto, what's a promising project from just a dumb project is, yeah, being able to read a white paper and, observe that, oh, yeah, this is actually a good idea. Or, oh, man, this sounds exactly like every other meme coin, right? So, you can invest in what you like to. As a vlogger, I will not suggest any coins to anyone. Um, but for me, I know this space is very filled with people who are like, oh my God, this is going to 100x, this is going to 1000x, this is going to blah, blah, blah. One of my friends keeps sending me these videos from, I'll even name drop, like Jolly Green Investor, right? Where he's pointing up at some crypto and he's like, hey, man, this might be the next big thing. And, I like to think of myself as like very counter to that type of crypto channel. Yeah, I'm not here to tell you guys what to invest in or what's going to be a good thing. I'm here to teach you how to think about crypto. So when you see that good idea, you're ready to jump on it. Or when you see a bad idea, to get out of there. Um, yeah, so today we're going to be going over USDC. It is number 6 in the coin market cap currently. So first I'm going to go over a summary, and then I'm going to go over the controversies. And then very last, for those who are still listening, I'm going to go into the actual white paper. Okay? Testing out this new thing as opposed to saving the controversies for last. I think people need to hear the controversies first, to be honest. So yeah, I'm about to get into this overview, but I just saw a chat. Let's see what the chat is saying. Elijah Savage says, hi. Hello, Elijah. Do you like crypto? I'm here to talk about USDC coin. Hey, we got a lot of people here. All right, so the USDC white paper provides a comprehensive overview of the USD coin, a stable coin backed by the US dollar. Here's a summary of each section. Section 1. This section introduces USDC as a digital dollar designed for use in blockchain applications and emphasizes its stability, transparency, and the importance of trust in digital currencies. 2. What is USDC? USDC is defined as a fully backed digital dollar, meaning each coin is pegged to one US dollar held in reserve. This section highlights the benefits of using USDC for transactions, remittances, and smart contracts. Section 3, Technology Overview. This section outlines the blockchain technology underpinning USDC, primarily focusing on its issuance on the Ethereum and other blockchain platforms. It discusses how USDC leverages smart contracts for secure transactions. Regulatory compliance. Here, the white paper explains USDC's commitment to regulatory standards. It details the measures taken to ensure compliance with financial regulations, including audits and reserve management. Use cases. This section explores various applications of USDC, such as payments, remittances, decentralized finance, and trading. It emphasizes the versatility of USDC in different financial contexts. Security and transparency. This is a long introduction. USDC security measures are discussed, including regular audits and the transparency of its reserves. This section stresses the importance of trust and accountability in maintaining the integrity of the stablecoin. 7. Ecosystem and partnerships. The white paper highlights a growing ecosystem of partners and platforms that support USDC. It discusses collaborations with exchanges, wallets, and other financial services. Section 8, Conclusion. This conclusion summarizes the value proposition of USDC, reiterating its role as a stable, trustworthy digital currency that enables innovation in the financial sector. So let's see. Oh, I got some really nice messages. My day's going fine, Elijah. I got up, not gonna lie, maybe like an hour or two ago. Hello, Kieran's World. We're here talking about USDC. Um, so let's see. So now we're going to talk about the controversies. I gave you the overview of the white paper. Now we're going to go into controversies. And then very last, we're going to go into the actual white paper, right? So, USDC. Hold on, let me make sure my camera is good. I know a lot of times when I get onto my computer, you guys can't see me anymore. Make sure the camera's good. Okay. So, USDC, a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, has faced several controversies since its launch. While it has gained significant popularity due to its stability and low volatility, it has also faced criticism and scrutiny over various issues. Here are some of the key controversies surrounding USDC. Number 1, reserve composition and transparency. Opaque reserve assets. One of the main concerns surrounding USDC has been the composition of its reserve assets. While Circle, the issuer of USDC, has claimed that the reserves are fully backed by cash and treasury bills, there have been questions about the transparency of this backing. Critics have argued that the reserve assets may not be as liquid or safe as claimed, raising concerns about the stability of the stablecoin. Centralization risks. The fact that USDC is issued by a centralized company, Circle, has also been a point of criticism. Some argue that this centralization poses risks, as the company could potentially manipulate the value of USDC or misuse the reserve assets. Regulatory concerns. SEC investigation. The SEC has been investigating USDC along with other stablecoins to determine whether they should be classified as securities. If the SEC determines that USDC is a security, it can face significantly regulatory hurdles and potential legal challenges. And we talked about this with the concerns over maybe BNB a little bit, but I think specifically Solana, right? Solana was facing risks of it was a security, or the SEC would say it's a security. Depegging risks. While USDC is designed to maintain a stable one-to-one peg with the US dollar, there have been instances where the stablecoin has experienced temporary depegging events. These depegging can be caused by many factors such as market volatility, liquidity issues, or investor panic. I wish I could see a source on that. Run on the bank risks. In extreme cases, if investors lose confidence in USDC or Circle's ability to redeem the stablecoin for US dollars, it can lead to a run on the bank scenario, where investors attempt to withdraw their funds en masse. This could put the stability of the stablecoin at risk for sure. And then number 4, competition from other stablecoins. Tether's dominance. USDC has faced competition from other stablecoins, particularly Tether, which has a larger market capitalization. Tether has also faced its own controversies and regulatory scrutiny, which could potentially impact the market share and popularity of USDC. Okay, so that was the controversies. So now, let's get to this very exciting, very fun white paper. So before I get into it, from the little I see, so it's 24 pages, which is about average so far. But this is looking like it's going to be sort of like the BNB coin, where it's really trying to get investors for the company, and the coin is just like a small piece of that white paper. Now, when I first looked up for USDC white paper, I was seeing stuff from 2014 that have been recently updated. And I don't feel like that's fair. Whenever I try to read white papers, I try to read the original OG, the first thing that was really published to people, because that's how you compare and contrast, something that you're investing in early. Like, I could read the more updated, modern white papers for old coins, but that doesn't feel helpful to me because so much of that content is done after the fact, like such as BNB staking. Like, I'm sure if I found a modern BNB white paper, it would talk about the staking more. But in the original white paper, they really didn't talk about the staking at all, and that's like one of the biggest things, right? So yeah, I think it's important to catch that snapshot of what that early white paper looks like. So now let's get into the USDC white paper, which is really about this company called Center. The Center Vision, the Open Internet, a global distributed network of computers that share common open software protocols, has enabled billions of humans to connect and share information instantly, securely, and with zero consumer costs. The implications for the world have been profound and are still unfolding. The invention of cryptographic assets and blockchain based computing and data sharing have ushered in the next major era of the open internet. Just as HTTPS, SMTP, and SIP allow for the information sharing and communications, crypto assets and blockchain technology will allow humans to exchange value and transact with one another in the same way. Yada yada. The future of the global economy is open, shared, and inclusive, far even more distributed and powerful not only for a few chosen gatekeepers, but for all who will connect. Center was born out of a desire to realize this vision. Center consists of price-stable crypto assets, network protocols, and business rules, which were implemented in early form over the past several years by Circle, where the existing technology supports significant active daily transaction volume. Center plans to create a network scheme to manage the creation, redemption, and flow of these assets under a new organization, independent and separate from Circle. In addition to governing and auditing network memberships, Center plans to provide technology to address price volatility and transaction scalability challenges on top of existing public blockchain infrastructure. Specifically, Center plans to provide a mechanism for issuing members to mint and burn and redeem asset-backed fiat tokens or stablecoins to address price volatility. Protocols to enable global stablecoin transaction interoperability on public blockchains using the state channels for increased throughput and scalability. Network membership rules of smart contracts to govern, audit, and manage the licensed network participants that mint, transact, and redeem stable coins. While Circle will become a licensed member of the Center network, the network scheme and crypto asset technology will evolve under a new independent entity, an organization which will govern and further develop the Center protocol separately from Circle. This document describes Center, the problems it is designed to solve, how it is designed to operate, and how it should be managed. To clarify vocabulary, a glossary of key terms is provided as an appendix. Let's see what we got. Nobody's saying anything. Okay, so let's get back to global payment use cases. So do we gotta get crypto exchange use cases? I guess this is so many words. Okay, I'm just going to give you a little piece of each section. Over the past half decade, mobile-based digital wallets have emerged all around the world. These applications allow people to make person-to-person and person-to-merchant payments using their mobile phones. These mobile wallets have proliferated in every country, where they are provided by a mixture of banks, mobile carriers, and technology companies. Each purports to make consumer payments more seamless, yet nearly all of these exist as thin shims of software built on top of the legacy banking and card network payment systems. Thin shims. I've never heard of a thin shim. Each one is siloed and proprietary. They live in walled gardens, to borrow from the Internet 1.0 era of online services. While we can freely exchange information and content and freely communicate in open global ways, money and payments remain locked in old, closed world silos. We love you, Cash Arroyo. Hey, what are you doing? I subscribe just to help. What else could I do? You can like this video. You can share. Also have a playlist, or you can watch my other crypto videos. Right now, I am just going over the USDC white paper. Crypto exchange use cases. In addition to transactional use cases involving global payments, stablecoins issued by Center Network members also aim to address the key use cases involving crypto asset exchange risk. Crypto asset exchanges are online marketplaces in which buyers and sellers come together to trade crypto assets such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others. These crypto assets fluctuate in price according to the market. Tokenized fiat money, such as tokenized US dollars, does not fluctuate in value, but rather remains price pegged to the value of its underlying backend asset. In this example, the value of one tokenized US dollar is always intended to be priced at one US fiat dollar. So Cash Arroyo. So what do you know about crypto? What level are you at with your crypto knowledge? We're going through a specific crypto's white paper, but it's talking about a business that produces the crypto. So Center governs USDC. So the USDC white paper is really about Center. So that's what we're talking about right now. Hey, Layla says her twin brother just shared this to them. Awesome. Nice to see you here. I'm here talking about USDC coin. If you check out my channel, look at my playlist. I have a playlist of REGGIECOIN, which is just all my crypto videos. If you watch my crypto videos, you're going to learn a lot about how does crypto work. And I try my best to approach this in a non-scammy way. I'm not just trying to lead sheep to invest in stuff. I'm trying to actually teach people the basics of crypto so they can know. So when they see something, they know if it's good or not. That makes sense? So yeah, thanks for joining. And thanks for chatting. And feel free to ask any, hopefully crypto-related questions. So it's kind of boring, kind of talking about what Center plans to do. Trying to get into talking about USDC coin. Okay. By exchanging price-stable tokenized value using a standard protocol across blockchains and fiat rails, and it enables those wallets to leverage services for compliance, identity, and risk management via well-defined interfaces for service providers which plug into the network. That's a long-ass sentence. The technology provided by Center supports tokenized fiat money through asset-backed stablecoins and enables high transaction throughput by employing optional state channel implementations. This section describes this technology in more detail. Center contracts manage the minting and redemption burning of stablecoins, which can be used for both exchange and wallet interoperability use cases. Um, so Cash Arroyo says, what type of crypto is this? So USDC is a stable coin. You could buy it on most exchanges, or at least I don't know. Like in America, it's a lot of exchanges still with it. So depending on where you are. But the thing is, one USDC is essentially equivalent to one US dollar. So when you buy USDC, you're not really, investing in the same way that a standard crypto is. However, in a lot of websites where USDC is available, they pay you APY just for holding it. So on a lot, so like for Coinbase, for example, if you hold USDC on Coinbase, it's sort of like having money in a savings account. So that money that you have in a savings account is going to be making, 2% money for you. So USDC kind of works like that, where you can have money in crypto, but it's still essentially like US dollars. It's not going up and down with the market, right? So that's kind of the function of a USDC. And it enables crypto exchanges to be able to transact with money. For example, it's a place such as Coinbase. I wish I didn't have to keep saying Coinbase, but that's the place I'm most familiar with. So, but let's say that you put some US dollars into an exchange. Now the exchange gives you that equal amount in USDC. And then you trade that USDC for Bitcoin, Litecoin, whatever it is. So that's really the big utility of USDC, is that it can, you could use US dollar value and then instantly sort of plug that into the crypto world. Whereas, as opposed to just straight up, I have to buy Bitcoin. Back in the day before these stable coins, you would have to first buy Bitcoin and then trade Bitcoin for things. Whereas now you can kind of you can kind of convert your dollars into a crypto dollar, so to speak. And that's what USDC is, essentially just a crypto dollar. What made me specifically want to learn so much about this topic? Um, so I had the vision, so I'll be completely honest, right? So about 10 years ago, I had the vision that someday, like 100 years from now, black people would still like have less money compared to other people in America, and people would look back and say, "Oh, it's because those black people's grandparents didn't invest in crypto." Because everybody rich now, 100 years from now, are descendants of people who invested in crypto. So then I was like, "Oh no, somebody has to like really work on becoming crypto literate so that they can work on making um, this stuff more accessible to the black community." And so that's where I come in. I really, I particularly want to help the black community become more understanding of crypto technologies and help them avoid scams. But I mean, I think also just for everyone. Um, you know, I I know that a lot of this stuff is really technical and it can be really scary to a lot of people to even wrap your head around it. And then there's a lot of people out here that are very selfish that are just trying to manipulate markets. So I'm coming from it from a very, humble stance of like, I just want to learn as much as I can. And then I want to teach as much as I can to empower people to, disagree with me on certain things or, find a really good crypto and then get rich. That's really, I think what crypto is special about is that it provides a lot of hope to people because a lot of people are kind of stuck in jobs they feel like are dead end and they have no hope to someday be able to have enough money to not have to do a grunt job all the time, right? So what's special about crypto is, even if it's not always providing this to people, it provides hope for people that, oh, someday I can retire early, someday I can make a whole bunch of bucks. And unlike gambling, right, or unlike, doing the lottery, you actually have a chance to learn more and make decisions in order to impact your future in this space. Whereas with lottery, you're just picking numbers, you're just buying a ticket, right? Whereas with crypto, you have the opportunity to look at these as investments. You have the opportunity to learn what's good, what's bad. So, yeah, that's why crypto is cool. And I try to be a cool crypto person. So I hope this makes sense. So let me check out the other questions. Hmm, let's see. Arroyo says, what is blockchain? So blockchain is, so essentially, you could say like one crypto transaction or action exists as like a block, right? So then the blockchain is just a bunch of sequential actions. So it's like right now, if I send money to you using Bitcoin, that's an action on a block, right? And then later, if you send some money to somebody else, that's another action on a block. So yeah, a blockchain is just sort of like a way to describe this sort of computer system in which transactions are sort of like digital actions. It's like it creates the history of that. So you could go to the blockchain and see, oh, 2 months ago, such and such sent this to whoever, right? That's essentially what a blockchain is. Um, let's see. Wallet to wallet transaction sequence. Sender can facilitate compliant, reliable, safe, high speed transfers between individuals who use different wallet apps and share it as well as in different currencies without requiring private business development, negotiations, or using private network. Trying to really get into USDC coin, but this is really just talking about Center, the company that runs it. Crypto asset cross blockchain sequence. Center also plans to enable transactions across blockchains and crypto assets and can connect such crypto assets to fiat based accounts and wallets. Center plans to bootstrap development of its implementation by utilizing intellectual property contributions as well as perpetual licensing as appropriate from Circle, where an early form of these kinds of protocols is in productions today. Okay. So, technology implementation notes, stablecoin design. So, first, let's see what's the chat. Nothing else. Okay. So, stablecoin design. Four general approaches exist for a price stable token strategy. Fiat collateralized. Fiat assets and reserves collateralize tokens and thus provide price stability by pegging token value to reserve fiat value. Crypto collateralized. Collateralized. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Crypto assets and reserves collateralize tokens and provide price stability pegged to the value of those reserved crypto assets. Algorithmic non-collateralized. Software economic models aim to provide price stabilities without relying on underlying collateralized assets. Hybrid. A blend of three basic approaches above. Let's see, so what's the chat talking about? I bet you're making everybody around you proud. Oh, that's so sweet. Being helpful and a person in a world of useless and evil people, you really are an amazing person. Wow, wow, thank you so much. This is so new to me because normally my chat is not talking about crypto and they're just kind of like, yeah, spamming about some crap or saying racist things. So it's nice to see some nice things in the chat. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're talking about node modules. It's kind of like it's some computing level stuff. And then they get into the Center Corporation. I don't need to talk about this. And then glossary. And so I think I pretty much. Okay, so let me see. What's the point of buying USDC? Okay, so now I'm going to read to you something that says, what's the point of buying USDC, right? So, um, okay, so hold on, let's see the chat. Layla says, yeah, bro, you seem really smart. I hope your vision of helping people comes true. Honestly, I'm living the vision right now. I'm living the dream right now. I'm helping people learn about crypto, right? So just by doing this, I'm already living the dream. It's not a future thing, it's a daily thing. I'm doing it literally right now. And thank you for being a part of it. So, so yeah, the last thing I'm going to go over, like, what does this mean to you? Why would you want to buy USDC coin, right? Not telling you to. I'm just going down the list of the top coins, right? I'm not like trying to pitch this to you. I'm just here to educate. So, USDC, a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, offers several potential benefits to investors and users. Stability. USDC is designed to maintain a stable one-to-one peg with the US dollar, providing a relatively safe and predictable investment option compared to other cryptocurrencies that can experience price fluctuations. Low volatility. Unlike other cryptocurrencies that could be highly volatile, USDC's stable nature makes it a good option for those who want to avoid the risks associated with price fluctuations. Ease of use. USDC is often easier to use than other cryptocurrencies as it can be easily bought, sold, and transferred. Many exchanges and platforms support USDC, making it accessible to a wide range of users. Utility. USDC can be used for various purposes, including making payments, purchasing goods and services, and participating in decentralized finance applications. Hedge against inflation. USDC can be used as a hedge against inflation, as its value is pegged to the US dollar, which is generally considered to be a relatively stable currency. However, it's important to note that USDC, like any other investment, is not without risk. The stablecoin market is still relatively new, and there are concerns about the transparency of the reserves backing USDC. Additionally, the regulatory landscape for stablecoins is evolving, and there is a risk that USDC could face increased regulatory scrutiny in the future. Okay, so yeah, I think we've covered about all there is to cover with USDC right now. So yeah, I'm a rapper. You can find me on Spotify under R39INALD. My Instagram is REGGIECOIN. I have a music video on this channel. And I have a lot of other crypto videos. Like if you go to my playlist, I have a playlist where I break down Bitcoin, then I go into Ethereum, then I go into Tether. So this is like my sixth one where I'm really breaking down a crypto. Um, is USDC used in the stock market? I don't think so. Let's see. I mean, I think USDC. Let's see. What companies? So Circle and Coinbase. So I believe, so if you ask, what's my Spotify name? My Spotify name is R39INALD. So it's like Reginald, but with a 3 and a 9 instead of EG. So R39INALD. I'm also on YouTube Music, Deezer, pretty much all streaming platforms. So it's Reginald, but R39INALD. So, and then Cash Arroyo asked, is USDC used in the stock market? So how I would phrase this is that USDC is brought to you by a company called Center. And Center is a company essentially that is brought to you by two companies that are called Circle and Coinbase. Now, Circle and Coinbase are both, I believe, they're both publicly traded. So, for example, if you wanted to invest in USDC in terms of stocks, in terms of the stock market, yeah, you would either want to invest in Circle and in Center, but I don't think you can invest in Center. So, but you can invest in Circle and Coinbase, and they manage USDC, right? So, um, is that all the questions we have? Yeah, I think that's all we got. And I told you guys where to find me. Yeah, also, I'm on Twitter. My Twitter is at Kanye. If you go to x.com/Kanye, that's me. So follow me on Twitter. Message me on Twitter and say, hey, I was from your live. I was there. I saw you talk about USDC. Can't promise I'll follow you back. But yeah, my Twitter is at Kanye. Am I a college professor? Because I obviously could be because of how smart I am. No, I'm not a college professor. No, I'm not even a school teacher. I'm trying to become a school teacher. We'll see if I get hired for one of these jobs. Um, but yeah, I've gone through educational training, I guess you could say. I took like a 120-hour training on teaching students to learn English. But that's the main teaching credential I have. So yeah, so we talked about USDC. We talked about myself. So I think I need to go ahead and end this. Sorry to end it while there's still people here. But yeah, check out my channel, check out my playlists. Um, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.